VirginiaPreps.com and VirginiaPreps.com's Matthew Hatfield here with Jordan Williams, the 4-star defensive end. And look at him decked out in orange for the Clemson Tigers. He chose Clemson today over finalists Tennessee, Virginia, and Virginia Tech. Jordan, first off, sense of relief to get it off your back there and off your shoulders?
It definitely does feel like a relief, but there's no bigger relief than when February 2nd when I signed on the dotted line.
Yep, and obviously it's just a commitment now. You'll sign it in February, but you told me last month when we talked that you had one more visit to go to, Clemson, and you wanted to find out there, you know, as you were nearing that decision here today on August the 6th. What did you find out when you went down there?
Down at Clemson, because I had a visit prior, like January, but this visit was mainly to talk academics and stuff because I knew what to expect football-wise from them. I just didn't know what I was going to be getting academically and what I was going to be dealing with other than football. So that visit was definitely huge for me and my family. So being able to do that was definitely huge for me. I went down there. I've been silently committed for a month, which a lot of people don't know about. And I've been telling Dabo, the whole staff known about it, Coach Venables, Coach Hobby, Coach Sweeney. All those guys have known about it, but they were just like, take your little last couple of visits, enjoy the process, and at the cookout, come and give us a better feel of what you're at. So I took my visit to UVA. I wanted to get back down to Tennessee to talk academics and stuff, but I wasn't able to. So I went down to Clemson and I was able to shake Dabo Sweeney's hand and look him in the eye and tell him I was going to be a Tiger.
So they weren't in a rush to have you commit right then. They wanted you to come back and sort of firm it up, which makes some sense there. Now, speak on the coaches. Dabo Sweeney, the head coach there, Brent Venables, the defensive coordinator, and then Marion Hobby, the co-D coordinator, D-line coach. What do you think of those guys, and what have they said they plan to do with you down there?
All those coaches are phenomenal coaches. I feel like Coach Hobby, Coach Venables, Coach Sweeney, their background speaks for itself, with Coach Hobby putting a lot of defensive ends in the draft, such as Kevin Dodge, Shaq Lawson, Big Beasley. And Coach Venables is I guess he's currently ranked the #1 defensive coordinator in the country right now, maybe on different things, but I feel like he's a great defensive coordinator, and Coach Sweeney's a great head coach, and they all are able to coach with a lot of energy, and it definitely is huge for me. I want to play with a coach that's just as hype as I am during the game.
This time a year ago, you didn't have a ton of offers. You had a few. I think Maryland might have been one of your first, if I'm not mistaken. But you're a guy that watches sports on TV, football, basketball, the whole deal. When you watch the national championship, Clemson play Alabama, lost that game close. What did you think, and what was sort of your takeaway as they became more intrigued by you?
Well, everybody knows that the Alabama team is the #1 team in the country. They're the dog, they're the team to beat, just like Ocean Lakes was like in the years past. And for Clemson to be able to hang tough with them and not lay down on their back just because they are Alabama was definitely huge. Unfortunately, they lost, but I feel like this year they're going to definitely be able to make some noise and hopefully get back to the national championship stage that we're at this year.
A few more for you. What's Clemson getting in you? For the fans out there, they're going to watch you. They're pulling up your huddle tape. They're going to check you out this year, Friday nights for Cox High School, and keep a close eye on you as you get closer to coming down there. What are they getting in Jordan Williams?
They're getting a player that's just going to come in and ready to work. I'm just going to be ready to work and push to break the starting lineup. First, push to break the depth chart, break the team, and I want to be able to get on the field as soon as I can. If I redshirt, I'm a redshirt. I wouldn't like to, but it's always good that extra year to put in that work and get your grades right, focus on everything up. But I definitely feel like they're getting a player that's going to come in ready to work, be able to take coaching and be able to learn and develop as a young man.
You had your breakout year last season here at Cox as a junior on the football field. What is it you got to get better at this season as you prepare for college?
Well, more technique I want to work on. At the opening, able to go down to the opening and the Rivals 5-Star Challenge was definitely huge for me because I was able to work a lot of more technique as opposed to just being bigger than everyone else playing and just doing what I do. So I feel like I'm going to work on technique more, my speed, my hands, and I want to get bigger and also get faster.
Final one, in this day and age where commitments are very different than years ago, they can do it on social media, they can do it any different way. You chose to do it here at your high school. I saw your coach, Bill Sachelski, today get very emotional and teared up about you. What's this place mean to you, and what's important for you this coming year as a senior at Cox? Because you guys have made the playoffs, but I know you have big goals before you get to college.
It means so much to me, honestly. I could have been to the IMGs or the Bishop Sullivans or the Mathas or any other one of those schools, but it's just Cox has done so much for me. Whether it's the teacher, the janitors, the custodian, everybody around has just done so much for me. It's definitely a huge blessing just to be having a great support staff around me at this school that I go to every day. So it definitely was huge for me to be able to do it here, have all my closest friends, family, and teammates come out and watch me commit.
Well, Jordan, thanks for your time. We'll be watching you on Friday nights for the Falcons, Saturdays for the Tigers, and who knows, maybe on Sundays.
Yes, sir. Thank you.